am at peace, knowing also that you are loved. So, Dayo, today I'm bringing you home to me. You've been home with me. Your ashes has been, at least the rest of your ashes have been in my office, home office, where I sit 3/4 of the day, has been there. It's there I take some things, some of the ashes when I'm traveling with you, take it with me. But you've been there for all of those times, so you are always around me. So today, just over a year after you died, and just a few days before you are finally cremated, I'm going to bring some of your ashes inside my garden. And there is a reason why I'm doing that, because in that garden was the last place that I saw you on July 30 physically for the last time. And in the place where I'm going to put some of your ashes so that you become part of it forever was a place I still have the picture in my head, and also physically where you stood picking African food, because I had my friends all over here and you came, and even in your notes and the one you left for me personally, you said you wanted to go earlier, step out of this world earlier, but you did not want to miss that day. That was why you postponed your departure. So you came that day, and I saw you most of the time standing there picking African food, where I had the African food in the garden with my friends. And also somewhere around there you had a long talk with one of my friends, Frank, who live in the same city that you live in, that you used to live in. It's a year later, but I still cannot go into past tense sometimes. You used to live in Groningen. So today I'm going into that garden, and I'm going to put part of you there. So I'm going to turn the camera now. Here is where I remember that you stood to pick one of the food. So, and that is where I'm going to make you become part of the DNA of that earth forever. Look, this is where I have had you for 1 year, always with me in my working office. This is you in there. This is the rest of you. So some of these are going to go in today. So there we go. So, Temidayo, there you go. You ate some tasty African food here on this same spot. So it's just for me normal that you become part of the eternal DNA of this house, of this garden, of this neighborhood, of this city, and of the world. You are gone, but you will always be remembered. The only place I've not been so far, only significant place I've not been so far with you, that we've been together before, is Poland. But I will be there. That didn't go well, so I'm going to have to do that again. So it's not really to be seen, so I'm going to do it one more time, but then differently. This was also the place where after the two agents came to tell me about your death, this garden, it was where I sought solace. I think this is a little bit clearer, not as much as I would love, but it says Dayo, so that's the most important thing. I love you, will always love you. I will never ever forget you. Even after I'm dead, I will still keep you in my heart till the end of time and beyond. Bye bye, my boy. Maybe we'll meet again. I don't know how that works. Maybe not. But the 30 years you spent on earth, I was very privileged to be your father, and we spent good times and some not good times together. But that's what father and son, parents and children are always doing. In the end, we made up. We had great times. I love you. Take care. So I think it says Dayo really well. So I'll take that. Yes. I'm just going to put a little bit to cover you now. A little bit of salt. I'm sorry. Sometimes my Dutch just slips in. Salt. So, there you go. Forever part of this house. Even if and when we sell it, you will always be here. This is where you've been coming to visit since 2002. Was the first also time you visited me, visited us from Groningen with the train. As a young boy, you were 12, 13 or 14, very proud of yourself. That time, it was also a long trip, being from your house to here, about 5 hours. For a young 13, 14-year-old, that's a long trip to make alone, but you did it. You've always been special. I just wished you knew that. But it's not a problem. I will forever carry your legacy until the last breath I have.